Welcome to the Could Be Pretty Cool news feed. This is a very special bonus episode that we're dropping today. The episode is all about the story behind Could Be Pretty Cool, where we came from, the wild twists and turns along the way, and where we're headed next. If you've ever wondered how this whole thing started or what exactly it is that we do here, well, you're about to find out, sort of. And speaking of where we're headed, we are so excited to introduce our newest venture, Pretty Cool Data. It's a big step for us, and this episode digs into why we're taking it and what it means for the future of Could Be Pretty Cool. So whether you've been rocking with us from day one or you're just discovering us now, this episode will give you the full picture. It's honest, it's real, and we think it's pretty cool. To learn more about us and Pretty Cool Data, visit couldbeprettycool.com/prettycooldata, and you can also find us on all the socials at Could Be Pretty Cool. Enjoy.
Could be pretty cool. Casey waiters.
Hi, I'm Casey, founding producer of Could Be Pretty Cool. We make podcasts or... Hey everyone, Casey here from Could Be Pretty Cool. We're a creative studio that specializes in creative things. Could Be Pretty Cool is revolutionizing the intersection of podcasting and education through our innovative platform. Oh yeah, Could Be Pretty Cool. We do storytelling and stuff. But also tech, maybe. We're still figuring it out. We're disrupting the traditional paradigms of audio content creation by leveraging... am I doing this right? Casey Willis Waiters from Could Be Pretty Cool. We do things, many things. I mean, basically, we do like all the things. Hey, I'm Casey Waiters, though you may know me as Casey Willis because that's who I was before I found a dude that I liked. I'm the founding producer of Could Be Pretty Cool, and we are a... Okay, I'll be honest. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I still don't have a perfect elevator pitch. Because how do you pitch something that started as a meh, why not? And somehow turned into a holy crap, we're actually doing this, and then has now morphed into a what even is happening anymore? Oh, hold on. A new email from AWS Startups. Update regarding your EdTech Founders application. Oh, hi, Casey. Congratulations on your acceptance into our EdTech Founders program. In the coming days, our team will be in touch to coordinate items ahead of the accelerator start date. If you have questions leading up to our kickoff, please do not hesitate to reach out. Best, EdTech Founders Team. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, okay, I know I make podcasts, but I've had this idea for a tech tool that I guess falls into EdTech. I mean, clearly it does if it got into this prestigious as hell accelerator, but I never thought that I would actually be eligible. Oh, another one? Let's see. The previous email about your application status update was sent in error. Well, fuck. You know what's funny, actually? I really thought that building a tech product would be my ticket out of starving artistry. Between my absurd student loans, which, fun fact, actually got featured in a New York Times article about broke millennials called "We Aren't Asking for the Moon," and trying to make it as an artist. You know what? You know, I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you back to where and maybe how this whole creative entrepreneur thing actually got started. Okay, so I'm 3 years old and I've just decided my career path. I wanted to be Michael Jackson's guitar player. And my parents thought that it was adorable, so they put me in music lessons. That love for music and audio followed me all the way to Hampton University, where I quickly learned something important. I wasn't actually that talented. Like, I was fine for college talented, but make it in the real world talented, not so much. But that was okay because while at Hampton, I discovered sound design for theater. Finally, there was something I was genuinely good at, though in hindsight, I probably should have realized it would make me even less money than music, but I wasn't even thinking about money at the time. I was thinking about, the love and the passion, and the money would come if I just followed my dreams, right? Okay, so fast forward to graduating from Hampton in 2010, right at the tail end of the Great Recession, and moving back home to Michigan. Want to know what a music degree and theater minor gets you? A job as a food service worker at the Henry Ford Museum. I bussed tables, washed dishes, and served cafeteria-style meals to museum patrons. But you know what? That job taught me more about value and service than any other job I've ever had. And I always treat service workers with respect because, when you've been there, you know. So I guess I decided I wasn't done learning. I still had a passion for my craft. And the next stop was Savannah College of Art and Design in 2011. 2 very expensive years that taught me something priceless. I could actually compete with anyone. I just needed to dig down and find my voice. I graduated from SCAD in Savannah in 2013 and moved to Atlanta. I was working part-time box office jobs at places like the High Museum of Art and the Center for Puppetry Arts. Funny thing is, despite my new, shiny, fancy grad school degree, I barely told anyone that I did sound design. I just worked my way up doing arts admin by day and a few sound design gigs whenever I could get them. I was still poor, but I developed out of nowhere a growing love for data analytics after doing some marketing work and participating in the Arthur M. Blank Audience Building Roundtable, which was an initiative that was started to help Atlanta's arts nonprofits use data to help build their audiences. So data analytics was like the hot career at the time anyway, and this was the first that I thought my skill set in arts admin could actually be complemented by learning a tech trade. So naturally, I took out a loan to do a 3-month data analytics bootcamp. Then 2019 hits, and one of my theater moms, shout out to Rachel May at Synchronicity Theater, forwards me this application for the Spotify Sound Up podcasting bootcamp for women of color. At the time, I barely knew what a podcast was, but I applied anyway. I got in. I went to New York for a week to learn all about the podcast industry, and I pitched an idea for an original podcast for a shot at $10,000 to produce a pilot episode. And while I was in New York, I found out that I had gotten an interview request from TRG Arts, like the respected arts data firm that had been consulting with the Atlanta arts orgs that started my whole love for data in the first place. Well, plot twist, I ended up not winning the $10,000 Spotify production grant. But I did get that data job in October of 2019. Finally, my path to economic mobility. Or so I thought. In December of 2019, I went to this panel in Atlanta with women tech leaders, and one of them said something that changed everything. She said something like, start your business while you're still fully employed. That way you avoid the whole financial struggle thing. And I thought, that actually makes a lot of sense. Now, granted, I didn't actually have any aspirations to start a business at that time, but seeing brilliant women talk about the freedom of entrepreneurship was like mad intoxicating. I wanted to be one of them. And so later that month, I incorporated Could Be Pretty Cool, LLC. Did I know what this business was actually going to do? Absolutely not. But I had a steady paycheck and the name felt right, aspirational, but not all braggadocious. January 2020, our first event, the ATL Indie Theater Panel and Mixer. I sort of thought about it over the holidays, and I had this idea that maybe Could Be Pretty Cool would be a service organization for indie artists, like giving back to the community that had given me so much. That event was my love letter to Atlanta and the Atlanta theater scene. To every person who had taken a chance on me, who helped me to find my voice, all these incredible artists coming together, sharing their stories, building connections. I mean, between having a full-time gig and building Could Be Pretty Cool, everything was looking up. I really thought I'd found my purpose. And then, well, we all know what happened in March of 2020. All the theaters temporarily closed. I lost my data job. I was living with my parents at the time, trying to figure out how the heck to keep them safe. But okay, remember that podcast idea that I pitched to Spotify? The one that didn't win the production grant? Well, I'm sitting in the house, bored out of my mind, and decided, what else do I have to do? And I produced a pilot episode of You Heard Me Right with my friend Cooper Skinner, who's also one of my SCAD classmates. I sent the pilot to my contacts at Spotify, honestly just asking for notes and feedback. And May of 2020, they picked it up as a Spotify original. And suddenly, starting in without knowing what it is that we do, LLC didn't seem so crazy after all. Oh, wait. Sorry, y'all. We might have to pause the whole Casey's entrepreneurship origin story there for now. And trust me, it gets even more random somehow. Okay, what is this? Another email. I apply for so many accelerators and fellowships and grants and festivals that my inbox is basically a rejection letter collection. They just pile up at this point. I don't even get excited about, let's see what this is. Okay. Casey, thank you for your participation. Techstars Emory Founder Catalyst Program, Spring 2025. Pleased to notify you of your acceptance. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just waiting for the inevitable correction email. Oh, that email has not come. Is this real? Is this actually real? Am I like... Okay. am I going to actually build this tech thing? Oh, right. I never told you about the tech thing. Oops. Actually, what's one more story for another time? We have so much we could chat about. You know what's wild, though? I don't even know why tech is so appealing to me. Like, sure, the whole not being a poor artist thing does sound great, but I don't know, just the perception of the, stereotypical aggressive tech bro boys club thing, not exactly my scene. But then, I guess I'm thinking I wouldn't be like that. Obviously, because, first off, I am a Black woman. And also, and most importantly, I'm not evil. And maybe, just maybe, what if this podcast could actually help? Has any indie creator ever funded a tech company through their podcast? I mean, think about it. Selling is just storytelling, right? And that's like the one thing I know I can do. All these tech bros with their pitch decks and growth metrics, like, what if the real superpower is just being able to tell a story that matters? So that's what this is. A super messy, definitely disjointed tale of using my creative talents to somehow support my newly developing tech dreams. Because we gotta get crazy to stand out in the world, right? To survive. That's what Seal said. Who says you can't build a tech company through storytelling? Who says you can't turn your art into your competitive advantage? Who says... Look, I know how this sounds. Trust me, I do. But maybe that's exactly why it might work. Because no one else is crazy enough to try it this way. Someone once told me that the best startups come from authentic stories, from real problems that need solving. And if there's one thing I've got, it's problems and a story. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I will make the world's greatest something. I'm not entirely sure what that is yet, but in the spirit of the thing that I'm building, it could be pretty cool, right?